Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
The following is a Red Apple Podcast Network presentation.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it.
Welcome to Dominic Carter's podcast. This is Dominic Carter's City Hall. Now, here's Dominic Carter.
Red Apple Podcast, Talk Radio 77 WABC. You can listen to me, Dominic Carter, Sunday nights, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., weeknights at midnight. You folks may have heard me talk about this subject just recently. This conversation for me is not easy, but it is necessary to try to help as many people as humanly possible. A friend of mine is dealing with breast cancer. This is as real gets. This is my podcast. Let's go. Her name is Tamara Tucci. She's a longtime WABC listener, and Tamara is set to have a double mastectomy just 5 days from Christmas. Tamara joins me right now. We say hello to you, Tamara. Let me start this way. How are you?
Hi, Dominic. I am doing well. I was listening to Curtis and Nancy, and they were talking about squirrels. That's one of my favorite things to do, is go feed the squirrels every day. So I was glued to to listening to Curtis. But I'm doing well. Thank you.
Okay, so you live in Florida, and I want you, I understand this is very personal in nature, and thank you for out of the kindness of your heart, willing to share your story to benefit and to help others. Tell us your story, Tammy.
So October this year, I was scheduled for my regular routine yearly mammogram. So I went to do that. The next day, they called me to tell me that they saw something on the pictures and they wanted to redo the pictures. So I didn't think much of it at that time. So I went for more photos, and the spot was still there. So they said they wanted to get a better look at it and schedule me for an MRI. So I go in for the MRI, and the MRI showed 3 more spots. So I had a total of 4 spots, three on one side, 1 on the other. And everything just started moving quickly after that. I have like 3 different doctors now. I had an ultrasound to pinpoint exactly where all these spots were, and they scheduled multiple biopsies. So they had to go in, do biopsies on each spot, which was not fun. And it did show that all 4 spots were positive for cancer, and it's called invasive ductal carcinoma. And I have had second opinion. Other doctors look at all my scans, and I am scheduled for a double mastectomy December 20th. And I am trying to cope with it the best I can. And I would love anybody to give me some advice, suggestions. I have changed my diet. I've been exercising more. I've just changed a lot about my life. I'm just trying to get through this the best I can.
And so this all happened very fast, correct?
Very fast. Very fast. Yeah. October, I just went for my yearly, and here we are, December, going to have a double mastectomy.
So when you and I first talked, they had found the lumps. And I did what I always try to do, and that's the glass is always half full as opposed to half empty, and to try and be positive. And then that's when they had to bring you in to do the surgical test. Am I describing this correct?
Yeah, the biopsies. They had to go in to all 4 spots. They had to go in and take a sample, a needle biopsy, take a sample to test it to see if it was indeed cancer. And they all came back with cancer, all 4 spots. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks because, I lead a pretty healthy lifestyle. I've never smoked. I don't drink. I actually cut out all caffeine, most sugars. I'm still eating a few sweets here and there, but I'm trying to do everything right. And it's just moving so quickly.
And so I recall the first phone call, and Tammy also has a GoFundMe page, which is titled, or a friend set up a GoFundMe page for her. It's titled Breast Cancer Fundraiser for Tamara Tucci. So calls for all over the country are coming in right now for you, Tamara. But, okay, so I remember the first phone call. And again, I was trying to stay positive, and I was about to MC an event, and I told you that, and then you told me the news, and all I could try to do was try to be strong for my friend, you, but as soon as you got off the phone, I wanted to cancel the event that I had MCing that night, but it was 30 minutes away from the event. And I had to put on a public mask and go forward, even though I was not feeling it, given that my friend, you, are in pain, on an emotional level. But what I'm trying to ask of you is I remember that call well. And then I remember when you called me back after the surgical test. You and I spoke the night you came home, and you said that you were very medicated and in tremendous pain, and this lasted for a couple of days. And then you called me back, and you said it almost non-emotionally. You said, I have cancer. I have to have a double mastectomy. Have you talked to any of the professionals, or is there professional help available for people dealing with situations like this? Do you know of? Well,
first, I just want to tell you, I don't remember those phone calls really because I was just stunned. I probably was a basket case, but I don't know.
No, you were very strong. You were very strong.
Was I?
Yes.
Was I?
Yes.
I don't really remember much about it. I just was like shocked. But as far as someone to talk to, so the hospital that I'm going through, they do have social workers, but also they pair you up with a phone mentor who has also been through this. And she's been a big help to me, telling me what supplies I'm going to need after surgery. Something as simple as button-down shirts, because I'm not going to be able to lift my arms. She's just been a really big help to me. But I don't think reality has really set in yet. It probably won't until I am checking into the hospital that day, but I am doing the best that I can. I really am. I'm Like I said, I walk every day. I exercise. I try to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. I try to do something pleasant and just get my mind off of everything.
And so, was chemotherapy an option for you or no?
So that will not be discussed until after the surgery.
So you still may have to deal with that. Oh.
They have to, after the surgery, they will send it to the lab to see, if it's spread. So yeah, I don't know anything about chemotherapy right now.
And so we're talking about essentially a life-saving surgery. That's the bottom line.
Yes.
Have you really thought about what's going to happen? And are you going to have reconstructive surgery?
I am. Actually, tomorrow I meet with the plastic surgeon, and they're going to go over what they're going to do. I think tomorrow reality might start setting in when they tell me about the reconstruction. I'm really living in a fog these days. But yeah, I meet the plastic surgeon tomorrow, and at that time he will give me a better idea of how long the recovery is going to be, and how long I will probably be out of work. And so that's what I'm dealing with.
So please forgive the fact that I don't know this information, but something you said just stood out to me. You said after surgery, you won't be able to lift your arms.
Yeah, no, because they're going to remove lymph nodes from under my arms.
And the double mastectomy as well?
Double mastectomy, and they will remove, I don't know how many lymph nodes, but they will remove lymph nodes from underneath both arms. And armpit.
And you this started in October and
October. Yeah. And here we are. Yeah. It just, everything. I don't know how many doctor appointments I've been to, but it's just been moving quick. I will tell you one thing. July, August, I started feeling very tired. I mean, I was falling asleep in my car, in my driver's seat, just like nodding out. And it's like, something's not right with me. I tried to donate blood a couple different times, and I couldn't donate blood because my iron was so low. And I was like, wow, something is just not right. My friends and family were saying, are you losing weight? Are you okay? And so I knew something was not right with me. So that was the first indicator, but there was no pain anywhere. But October came around, and, then I said, oh, okay, now all this makes sense.
But again, October, you go for your yearly exam, and by December, what we're in right now, a double mastectomy. Have you thought about the fact that it's 5 days from Christmas, or just Christmas is not important to you at this point?
I know. And I even asked them, I said, can we not wait until after the holidays? Because, I wanted to spend Christmas with my family. And they said they cannot wait. This cannot wait any longer, because they don't want it to spread any further. Because if they go in now, there's a very big chance that they can get it without it spreading. So that's why they have to do it now.
But I do want to ask you this, and we are chatting right now with Tamara Tucci, a longtime WABC listener. Tamara has breast cancer and is set to have a double mastectomy 5 days from Christmas. Given what you've gone through, how important is it for women to get screened? And if you hadn't done your screening, you wouldn't have known your situation, correct?
That's correct. And let me just add that only one spot showed up on the mammogram. They did not find the other 3 until they did an MRI on me. So that's very concerning right there, because how many breast cancers are going undetected with just standard mammograms? If they did not do that MRI on me, they would have not caught the other 3 tumors. So that's very concerning to me. So yes, please, women, go for your yearly mammogram, please. I'm going to be honest with you. I was not going to go this year because it was already October. Holidays were about to start. I was like, oh, I don't want to go do this. They've been good for the past 5 years or whatever. I was like, I don't need to go. I feel fine. And something told me, no, just go get it done. And I'm glad that I did.
And so am I. I'm very glad that you went. Let's start with the telephone calls. A lot of people want to talk to you. Let's go to Loretta in Brooklyn. Good evening, Loretta.
Good evening, Dominic and Tamara. Sweetheart, my heart bleeds for you. Have you gotten a second opinion, third opinion, something of that nature yet?
I have, yes. I have. I got second opinions, and I have actually 4 different doctors. I got 2 surgeons, I got the oncologist, and then the general practitioner. So, yes, I've had several eyes on all my MRIs.
Well, we were trying to hide the C word from my mother back then, and my
Yeah.
brother, she already had 2 strokes, and my brother took the X-rays to Sloan Kettering Memorial, and they confirmed what we already knew, that surgery was necessary. But it was a different situation with my mother. So Sloan Kettering is not possible for you, right?
No. I left New York 13 years ago. I'm a Florida resident now.
Yeah. I can't do much, but I would like to contribute something. I don't have computer or any technology. I would like to send something, but it would have to be by check. I don't expect you to give me your address. I could send it to the station if you would let me. And I just need the correct spelling of your name, because I don't even have a cell phone. I can't do anything other than send a check, and it wouldn't be that much. It would be what I could do. I want to feel like I can help in some way.
Loretta, thank you so much. And just by talking to me, you're doing more than enough. And I appreciate that.
Kathy in Manhattan, good evening. What's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic, Tamara. One thing first, my sister would get her mammograms every year also, and they never saw anything showed up. And then when she was showering one day, she felt the lump. So, mammograms aren't always certain, I guess is what I'm saying. But anyway, she's fine. She went through all the treatment, but it wasn't a mastectomy. But just sometimes you just can't find. You just don't know what's happening. From certain tests.
Now, Kathy, are you a breast cancer survivor?
I'm a colon cancer survivor from like 5 years ago, but that was it was the same thing. I was feeling fine. I went in for my first colonoscopy and left. I had a malignant tumor the size of a grapefruit in my colon. Like, what is that? All about. And all of a sudden it was a whirlwind of doctors, and I couldn't go to Florida. You have to do this now. And it's the same thing, but I am doing well now, but that was it was an experience.
I want to go to Indiana. And again, Tamara, calls are coming in from all over America as it relates to you stepping up to reveal something very private, that you have breast cancer. You said to have a double mastectomy 5 days from Christmas. I want to go, before we take a break, to Cindy in Indiana. Good evening, Cindy. You are talking with Tamara Tucci and Dominic Carter.
Well, hi, Dominic and Tamara.
Hi.
Hi. I couldn't help. I had to call. I also had breast cancer and had both of my breasts removed in 2019. And when I heard you say that someone had suggested that you wear button-down shirts, that's also good for pajamas as well. You want to have button-down pajamas because you wouldn't be able to. You'll need it. It is true about lifting up your arms. But another thing that I thought about, there were these nurse navigators here in Indiana that were very helpful to me, and they gave me these little pillows. And what the little pillows were for was if you rode in a car and you put your seatbelt on, those little pillows would go across. So you want some kind of cushioning for when you ride in the car. And maybe that person already told you about that, but
Actually, no.
It's something
I'm writing that down right now.
So if you can't find like little soft pillows, the pillows that there were people here that made the pillows.
Cindy, as someone who's gone through this exact situation that Tamara is about to go through 5 days from Christmas as it relates to breast cancer, what is the best advice you can offer her?
I don't know, because I believe I've had cancer twice. I had cancer. I had Hodgkin's lymphoma when I was in my 30s, and I had breast cancer just recently. So, and both of those situations were very different as far as the treatment and everything goes. But my advice, I guess, would be to just everybody's going to want to give you advice. So, and tell you how to feel or tell you this and that. You got to feel what you feel. Feel what you feel. And if you feel like crying, cry. If I felt like there wure times when people felt uncomfortable around me, and if they probably didn't know what to say. But
yes,
but if sometimes you feel like you got to put on this happy, positive face all the time for people so that they'll feel better. So you take care of you, because this you're going to need you during this time. So it's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel whatever you want to feel. And that is the main thing that I would say, because you and I are different. My experience is different from what you're going to experience. And that's one thing, everybody's going to be wanting to give you advice. And so that, and the thing that I got from those nurse navigators, they sent me like little cards and little things, and they said, never give up. And so that would be my advice to you, is never give up. There's going to be days when you're going to feel bad, but never, ever give up, because you can beat this. You're strong. You're tough. You're going to find strength from inside that you never knew you had, and you can beat this. And along with the doctors and all the support that you're going to get.
Tamara, I want you to talk to Cindy before she goes and react to what she just said.
So right now, I'm in the anger and denial stage. I still can't believe this is real. I'm not happy about losing my breast, and I hear what you're saying. You're happy to get rid of the cancer. Yes, I want the cancer gone, but I'm just in denial, and I'm very angry. I feel that my body failed me, if that makes sense. But I think tomorrow when I meet the plastic surgeon, I think it's going to really start hitting me that this is real. This is about to happen.
I do want to ask you this. How overwhelming has it been to have a breast cancer diagnosis?
It's very overwhelming. And to the last caller, I do want to add that I, too, am not a BRCA gene carrier. I don't have a family history of it. I exercise daily. I also juice. So the anger phase right now, I am angry at my body. I'll get over it. I will. But so I think she understands me very well. And as far as this being overwhelming, I can't sleep. The anxiety. I know I'm going to be out of work. I'm just wondering how long it's going to take me to recover physically and mentally. So it's been very overwhelming. It's been very overwhelming. And I also want to say that I have a lot of friends listening right now. So I do want to say thank you to everybody that has contributed to my GoFundMe that my friend Monet put together for me. I thank all of you very, very much. It's greatly appreciated.
In your opinion, how important is it for women to share their stories?
It's different for everybody. As you know, I'm a very private person.
Very.
So for me to do this, it's very hard for me to do this. And but if I can help one woman say, you know what, I missed my mammogram last year, I better go. If I can help one person, that would mean the world to me.
And Tamara, what means the world to me is that you are standing tall and brave in your attempt to beat this breast cancer and to help other women at the same time. Again, there is a GoFundMe page to benefit Tamara. Simply go to the GoFundMe page website and enter breast cancer fundraiser for Tamara Tucci. And that is all the time we have for this episode. Thank you, folks, for joining us. If you are interested in my remarkable book on my life titled No Mama's Boy, or even the Dominic Carter bobblehead doll, go to my website, all one word, DominicCarterOnline.com, DominicCarterOnline.com. If you order the book at my website rather than Amazon, I can personally sign it for you. You can catch me on 77 WABC, weeknights, midnight to 1 a.m. Go check out the Dominic Carter merchandise at the 77 WABC store. From Dominic Carter t-shirts to hats and much more, go to WABCRadiostore.com. Also, follow me on YouTube, where you will see videos from me about this podcast and the radio show, youtube.com/Dominic Carter. We will see you the next time. Dominic Carter, Red Apple Podcast, Talk Radio 77, WABC.
I gotta make it.
Dominic Carter socials on Twitter at Dominic TV and Facebook and Instagram, Dominic Carter TV. Email at dominic.carter@wabcradio.com. Until the next episode, be well. And as Dominic always says, stay positive. The glass is always half full, never half empty. Dominic Carter City Hall.